Barbara Scelli, prego.
Sì, buongiorno. Qua. Antonio, buongiorno. Beh, un po' la domanda mi ha preceduto prima la collega Castellina, però intanto ci faccia sentire una battuta in italiano del suo delizioso gatto con gli stivali, che sappiamo essere capacissimo. E poi lei riporta un personaggio divertente, epico, romantico, insomma c'è molto di lei, quanto si è divertito a farlo e soprattutto a doppiarlo in italiano. E se la signora Hayek anche ci dice quanto si è divertita a essere questa deliziosa Kitty. Grazie.
Non ricordo, I don't remember a long line of the cat in Italian, you know, I can say, you know, io sono il gatto con gli stivali, cosa così, you know, but siamo molto felici e contenti di andare a Roma, però io sono un gatto molto stanco, molto. Potete vedere così, questa è la borsa.
E così.
The other questions, yeah, I mean, once you establish, you know, the parameters, the limits of the character, it's embarrassing to say this, but it's true. We just go there and we got a lot of fun with him. Once you understand, you know, what the character is, what is the situation, you just try to interpret the situation, and it becomes very creative. Very creative from the director, from the actors, from the different departments. We are just providing them with as much material they can have to start actually, after editing all of those lines, and start actually producing the drawings. Because when we work with nothing. We have only a microphone and a camera, a video camera in front of us. We are not dubbing the characters in the original version. It was complex to do the dubbing for me in Italian. It was complex in Spanish, imagine in Italian. You know, that there was sometimes long pieces of dialogue that you have to fit in the mouth of a cat that is actually very little. You know, that mouth moves sometimes in the background. But we got a fantastic guy coming from Italy, a director of doppiaggio, that helped me enormously. And I did it, the Italian, I think I did it in a couple of days. It was done. And now I have to go back to Los Angeles. When I get there, in a couple of days after I got there, I have to do also that looking for a short movie that is going to be given with a DVD. So I will continue doing that. And if the cat has a sequel, okay. If it has a sequel, I will continue doing it in Italian. This is a tremendous pleasure. I love it. I love the Italian language. It's very musical. I have a lot of fun with it.
This is a dream job, this for me. Not only you don't have to wear hair, makeup, you can do it any city you are in the world, but also I get to play a character that is a feminist character, that is very strong, that always has the last word. This is so much fun to win over Antonio Banderas and the cat, that is very good with the sword, that is very good dancing, that can jump from one building to another. So many times I am stuck in traffic and I think, I wish I was Kitty Softpaws right now. And it was so liberating and such a fun experience for me. And then to have the possibility to take it around the world and travel, and with people like Mr. Katzenberg, they really know how to travel. They are very chic travelers. Go to Rome and visit all of you and eat the food here, and the ice cream, the gelato. It's fantastic. This is a dream job. It was not only fun making it, but I am still having fun.
C'è una domanda lì, prego.
Salve, Marco Papaleo Moviai. La mia domanda per Mr. Banderas è già stata, diciamo, anticipata prima parlando del doppiaggio. Volevo sapere, siccome lei doppia svariate lingue, in italiano, in inglese, in spagnolo, nelle versioni latinoamericane. Le varie differenze, difficoltà, come si è trovato appunto a fare questo lavoro anche più di una volta, leggendo le stesse battute più e più volte, doppiandole in varie versioni. E poi per Mr. Katzenberg e Mr. Miller volevo sapere, questo è un prequel, quindi è ambientato prima degli eventi dei vari Shrek, però volevo sapere come mai, cioè se hanno avuto comunque un'idea, poi magari non portata a termine, di inserire qua e là qualche riferimento ai personaggi che sarebbero venuti dopo. Grazie.
You know, you have to adapt when you're doing the looping in another languages to, you know, the principal features of the character. But said that you can actually add little things here and there. For example, in the Spanish version, I decided, and it was approved by the studio, that I did the version in Andalusian. Not even Andalusian, in Malagueño. We in Malaga, we speak like this, with lips, all the time. Entonces el gato en Málaga suena así. Suena todo el tiempo así. ¿Qué pasa, viejo? Te vas a enterar. ¿Sabes? And so it got some strange quality that it doesn't have in English. And in Italian, I don't know, but definitely I may have an accent. From somewhere, from Spain, obviously. But it adds little things. And after, you know, when you're working for a while with the images, it never happens to us in English because we don't have anything. You know, you start discovering little things here and there that you didn't know when you were doing the original version. I add little breathings, comments, even words sometimes in the different versions that I have been doing. I don't know if you make it better or worse, but it's slightly different. And I actually love the two, the Italian and the Spanish version, for these little nuances, these little details here and there that actually make the character very precise for that particular audience.
Well, and my answer would be is that doing this, we actually, I always like to say, adapt our movies to 46 languages. We don't dub them. Because what Antonio did here with the Italian version is he made it authentic for here. There's no other version in the world like the Italian version. There's no other version like the Spanish version of it, because all of our either principal actors or our dubbing actors actually bring creativity to adapting the film. I'm going to let Chris answer the question about the origin story and reference to Shrek.
Yeah, we weren't setting up any characters for the future, and we thought it was important that we create a world that was for Puss in Boots, and you know, and a version of a fairy tale world that really existed through his eyes. And I guess if you could look at the Shrek films as a sort of a Northern European fairy tale world, this is very much the sort of the Southern European, Mediterranean, Latin mashup fairy tale fantasy world, and we just wanted it to fundamentally feel different. Even the way we approached the comedy in this film, we really wanted it all to come from character and character interaction and let the narrative drive the comedy. And you know, we really consciously just tried to stay away from sort of the popular culture references that you would see in Shrek. And even the way we treated the fairy tale characters. Everything about this film was about building a legend of Puss in Boots. So we wanted the fairy tale stories that were sort of the landscape of the film. We wanted them to reflect more of a mythological, legendary. We wanted to give them that sort of presence instead of satirizing them. So I think all these things just created a unique experience.
Abbiamo lì Annalisa Alfandri, che fa anche rima, e poi avremo una domanda lì al centro. Prego.
Buongiorno, io volevo chiedere al regista E a Katzenberg quali sono state le difficoltà tecniche di andare attorno ad un personaggio come il gatto, cioè morbido, agile e tutte queste cose qua. Quindi è anche un uomo che si muove in un determinato modo, quando cade in un certo modo. Ecco, vorrei chiedere le difficoltà tecniche di queste cose e come hanno fatto, e poi a Salma Hayek invece volevo chiedere, quando lei ha pensato alla sua gattina, cosa ha fatto? Si è guardato nello specchio, ha cercato di spingere sugli attu del suo fascino? Ecco, come l'ha creata? Grazie.
Every time I was going to make the voice of my gattina, in the morning, instead of taking a shower, I lick myself. It works very well for this character. You can think about this when you see how good I am, how brilliant I am as a cat. But other than that, I just went to a new experience with nothing in mind and an open heart and open brain, and let my director take me by the hand and take me into a feline journey in the world of animation that I could have never imagined it was going to be so strange and satisfying at the same time.
Let's see, technical issues would be fur, and fur, really. Those three things, but once we perfected that, we were in good shape. But that is, you know, from a technical standpoint, to make, you know, create characters, especially our two leads, and to have it come off in such a sort of a painterly, soft, touchable way was a big challenge. Also the cloud world. I mean, there's so many technical challenges in this film. But
so yeah, let me give you, just to kind of frame this for you. Because of how complex the acting tools are that we have for our animators today, and complex means good, not bad, because it allows them to create expressions and feelings and emotions through the detail of what they do. So a world-class animator, the best animator in the world today, a good week of work, 3 seconds. So you think about that complexity, which is why it's 400 artists working for 4 years to do this.
Abbiamo una domanda lì al centro, prego.